Fight.
Notice how effortless it was. That kid had another 75 pounds in him easily. And I'm not trying to take anything from her because she has some pretty big legs, but it's been proven time and time again, men are just biologically bigger, faster, and stronger. And that's a good thing because that means we can protect you.
Rate your confidence on getting a guy's number.
A 10. A 9.
So y'all want to test that out?
Yeah, we can test it out.
No, she can't. I'm good.
Oh, come on, what's up?
Wait, so you said you had no girlfriends?
Yeah, no girlfriend.
So I was wondering if I can get your number?
Get my number? That's crazy. Look, respectfully, I'm gonna decline that.
Rejected.
With my baby. I be in the kitchen cooking pies. I'm like, hey, what's up below? Sit your pretty ass soon as you came in that door. I just want to chill. Got a set for us to roll.
You know when those Instagram models go to Miami, but you only see pictures and videos of them alone? This is the part of that trip they don't show you. He knows she only there for the money, but he's here for a good time, not a long time.
If you're in a relationship, is it cheating to go to the strip club?
No, because strippers aren't human.
Bow, 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 bow.
Bodies, 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 bodies.
I always say, you know, what porn is to men is what rom-com is to women. It's true. It's true. Porn sets unrealistic expectations in men about women's bodies and about sex and about intimacy. And rom-coms set unrealistic expectations in women about men, about love, and about relationships.
And here's the kicker. All of those movies stop at the wedding. But that's the easy part. The hard part is the 50 or 60 years after the wedding. And nowadays, a lot of women want the proposal, they want the expensive ring, and they want all the attention during the wedding, but they don't actually want to be wives. They want to be married, but they don't want to be a wife.
You can acquire men left and right, but can you keep a quality man?
No, you know why? Because when I had a quality man, I was like, oh my God, this guy is so boring. He want me in at a certain time. He doesn't want me at a guy's VIP. So I was like, you know what? It's over. But guess what? If I can go back and take that man back, I'll take him back. He was right.
How long ago was this?
This was 3 years ago. I shouldn't be in no man's VIP.
Nope.
There's things I shouldn't wear. So I'll take him back if I could.
But did you really not know that?
I didn't want to hear it. I wanted to do me.
Huh? Exactly, and now you're alone because he's a man that values himself. Any man that has his stuff together is gonna have expectations. Because if he has expectations for himself, why wouldn't he have expectations for you? Women in 2023 think that they're gonna find a rich simp. They want a man that can run a company but doesn't want to run his own household.
Would you cheat on him with your celebrity crush?
Yeah. He knows that too.
I do know that.
How do you feel about that?
It hurts a little bit, but I do know how much she loves Harry Styles. So it would suck, and I don't know like if it actually did happen, like I don't know how I'd feel about it, but I know how much she loves him, and I don't know.
I don't know if I actually
I don't think
would.
she would.
I don't know if
I
I
really don't
actually
think she
would
would.
do it. Like if it came down to it, I don't know if I actually would, but I do love Harry Styles. So.
But you don't know Harry Styles, you know him.
But I think I know Harry Styles. He just seems such a great guy.
Okay. Would you bang your celebrity crush?
Absolutely not. No, not over her. Absolutely not. Absolutely.
That
not.
was so nice.
Absolutely not.
Now I feel bad about my answer.
It's one thing if y'all have an inside joke, but if she's willing to say stuff like this in public, especially in front of other men, that's a huge red flag. And there's a really simple math equation to explain this. 7 minus 3 equals 4 the streets.
She belongs to the streets.
I was seeing this girl who told me she does not believe in traditional gender roles. She told me it's wrong to assume that a woman's natural role is cooking and cleaning. Funny thing about that, she is phenomenal at cooking and cleaning. When I clean something, she says, you call that clean? That's not clean. When I cook something, she's like, did you fucking season this? That's not seasoned right. She claims she's independent and doesn't need a man for anything. But she doesn't know how to check her oil. I have to check her oil. I have to kill the spiders meters in the house. If something's over 40 pounds and it needs to be moved, she makes me move it. She can't change a fucking tire. I have to change the tire. She says she likes to make her own decisions when it's not time to make a decision. When it's time to make a decision, she makes me decide something for her. I would let her decide what restaurant we're gonna eat at, but then we'd never end up eating. She says masculinity is toxic, but she says the reason she likes me is because I'm not as feminine as the other guys that come on to her. She says men are just as strong as women, but she can't bench press as much as me, or do a single push-up, not even on her knees like those little girl push-ups. She says she doesn't need a man to protect her, but if somebody gives her a hard time in public when we're together, she expects me to fight them. She told me I'm not leading the relationship. She says we're equal partners that share equal responsibilities. So I made her pay for dinner. She was mad. I made her pay the UI bill. She was really mad. Even though she doesn't believe in traditional roles in a relationship, it almost seems as if she's happiest when she acts like a traditional woman and I act like a traditional man. So I expressed that to her, and she called me a misogynist.
There are a lot of women that are taught to want credibility without responsibility. They want to have a boyfriend, but they don't want to really be a girlfriend. They want to be a wife, but they don't want to do any of the wifely duties. Be careful of women that don't want to have to deal with responsibility, because those aren't women, those are children.
Oh my goodness, why did you park all the way down here?
Because I wanted to piss you off before we go in the store. Because when we go in the store and you're mad, you grab what you want and pay for it and we leave. If we go in there happy, you shop all over the damn store filling up a buggy. So that's why I park way down here.
Whatever.
If there are any women listening and you want to be the best girlfriend in the world, here's a tip. When your man gets an off day on Saturdays and you need to go to the store with one of your friends and let him have a little alone time at home. I know you think you gotta be in his face all day for him to love you. And I'm trying to say this without being offensive, but men appreciate that little moment of silence.
They say as a man you should always get a high-paying job so that you can potentially take care of a family. But you should also make sure you have enough spare time to spend with your spouse so that they don't get lonely. If you're a father, you need to be there for and support your children. But don't try to guide them or structure them or especially discipline them in any way or you're abusive. You're expected to be masculine in order to be attractive. But you should also get in touch with your sensitive side. But not enough to cry because that makes you look weak. Women are allowed to hit you, but you should never hit them back. If you even want the chance of having a woman, be prepared to take her out to a fancy dinner in a fancy car and get her flowers and drinks and all of that. But don't expect or ask for anything in return, because then you're pushy. Remember, you have to dote on the girl in every possible way. But in the end, it's her decision as to whether or not all of your time and energy was worth her giving you anything in return. And if she leaves you after a 6-year-long relationship, remember, she's just doing what's best for her. But if you leave her after 6 years, you're a scumbag who obviously never cared. Make sure you're intelligent, or women are going to look down on you. But women are always right, so they're going to look down on you anyway. Plus, if you're really smart, they're going to see you as arrogant. And be confident, because confidence is sexy. But don't be cocky. Sleep with too many women and you're just a man whore who's afraid of commitment. But don't sleep with enough women and you're less desirable because of your inexperience. Be independent, but do what you're told. Have high standards, but not high expectations. Accept women at their best and their worst. But change every negative aspect of yourself in order to prove your love. You're a man, you should have all the answers. But if you have all the answers, you're a narcissist.
If a woman can't afford to raise her child, she gets government assistance. But if a man can't afford to raise his kids, he goes to jail. If a man wants to stay at home, which I don't recommend, he's called a lazy man. But if a woman wants to stay home and take care of her family, it's the hardest job in the world. And the crazy part is, most men are willing to deal with these double standards as long as they can have happy kids and a wife that appreciates them.